The cancer I was diagnosed with is a stage 4 ovarian cancer, which is often a death sentence. I had metastases near the heart, near the lung, near the gallbladder. It was on both sides in the ovary cavity. So at first it was surgery, get it out. When it was thought it was contained within the abdominal cavity, and I was good with that. When it became clear that I had metastases outside of the abdominal cavity, then the recommendation was chemo, and I was not okay with that.
They said it would be a time extension matter and not a curable matter.
I just want to enjoy whatever amount of time I have left pain-free, naturally, and just go from there. So that's what I was thinking. I received an email and it said, cancer treatment in Cancun, and there was a picture of the beach. And I thought, this has got to be spam. And I went to hit delete. And then I saw out of the corner of my eye, it said dendritic cell immunotherapy, and I went, whoa. So first of all, I had a little bit of skepticism, a little bit. I mean, I didn't have doubts about applying for it and doing it. Met Halpert, the director. He's a PhD in immunology, and he's very science-based, very research-based, and so he would send me articles and answer my questions. I asked him if he would speak with my oncologist, and yes, absolutely, he would be in touch with her. And she said, Babette, all I can offer you is more time. And she said, go do this thing. Immunocine's medical staff was extremely caring. So when I first arrived, for 4 days, they gave me Neupogen shots. And Neupogen increases white blood cell count. Then after 4 days, they were harvested and they grew them in the lab into mature dendritic cells. They did a biopsy, they took my cancer cells and they introduced them to those dendritic cells so they could learn them and teach the rest of my immune components how to track down the cancer. I had a biopsy in July, and it was all dead tissue. There was no active cancer. It was all necrotic tissue. They did 5 passes on the biopsy because they kept walking it down to the lab and they couldn't find anything. And they kept saying, oh, we have to go get another biopsy because we didn't get any of the cancer in this one. And there was no cancer. They did, they took 5 samples and they couldn't find any. A PET scan can only identify a ½ centimeter growth or bigger. So anything smaller than ½ centimeter doesn't show up on a scan result. And so you can think you're in remission, but it's just too small to show up on a scan. Immunocine's dendritic cell treatment chases down every last cell.
She was recovering before, but she still had, a few tumors here, and it's still showing up a little bit on the blood test. Last 2 tests been the first time it's ever read 0 on her blood results. So that's phenomenal. It's not just a temporary treatment, like radiation will wear off. Chemo will wear off at some point. It'll be effective and then it will wear off. The dendritic cell vaccine has the potential to train your body's own immune system for potentially the rest of your life.
This particular cancer is done and over with. So as a patient, if you want that peace of mind, this is the absolute best treatment in my research and my experience over the last 5 years, and I've looked at a lot of different things. This is the absolute best treatment you can do, and it will buy you your life back till the end of your natural life, depending on the rest of your health.